Food hazards holding you back. Welcome, everybody. It's Jason Barlow, RMT. I'm here today as your therapist and as your coach to help you transform any stress, tension, and pain into health, happiness, and vitality. Each Thursday, and I know we're on Friday, but I'm playing a bit of catch up here, I like to share one of my steps and dive a bit deeper into my 15-step playbook for pain relief. Hey, you can still get a hold of this for free. Go to my website, jasonbarlowrmt.com. It'll pop up and you just have to leave me your email. That's all I ask, an email address, and then I will fire off a digital copy of this very book, the 15-step playbook for pain relief. If you prefer to have this physical copy, just go to Amazon, your respective country, type in the name of the book, and Amazon's cool. You can just get it printed on demand. So I don't have 1,000 of these sitting somewhere collecting dust. They're just printed when a person orders them. Now, I've designed it in such a manner that you can fold it up and toss it in your gym bag, take it with you on the fly, share it with people, highlight it, draw on it, make some edits if you need to. If you find some, let me know because I want to know. But essentially, it is designed for you to get this thing dirty and use it. That's what I want to see pictures of. So if you've been using this and you're getting some benefit, which if you've been using it, you will be getting benefit from it, you just need to send some pictures. Hey, I'd love to hear from you, some book reviews, some thoughts, some insights, pictures of you using the book, what it looks like, the condition it's in. I want to know it's being used, all right? So today we are into chapter 6 of the book and jumping into step 10. In fact, I'm not going to do that today. What I'm doing is introducing the next 3 steps of the 15-step playbook, which revolve around one of my favorite subjects, probably my second favorite. My first favorite, as you may have acknowledged by now, if you've been listening to me for a few weeks and listening to my podcast episodes, is the mindset. Because to me, it starts right here, head first. I believe in everything that you're pursuing in life, it starts head first. You know, you've got to find what you love and love what you do. You got to make sure that you're in harmony with respect of what your heart is telling you to do. What is the right thing? What is the wrong thing? What feels right? What is going to suit you and your lifestyle? And what's going to lead and bring more health, happiness, and vitality, not just to you, but to those around you and those that you're serving and working with. And that's the essence of my book. Why I put this together, the 15-step playbook, was to give you 15 quickest steps from my 20 years of experience in this industry to help you quickly achieve more health, happiness, and vitality, and therefore combat that stress, tension, and pain. Is it going to go away 100%? Possibly. Likely no, but you're going to learn methods to mitigate that of coming back quickly, and you're going to lessen it if it does return, and potentially then also eliminate it for a period of time. But we're in a body that's going to age, it's going to get sick, but why can't we have lasting, more enduring experiences of health, happiness, and vitality in between those episodes of sickness? That's what I'm going for. I'm all here for longevity. I want to stick around and do these videos as long as possible and share this information with you, whether there's people listening or not. I find benefit by talking into this computer and sharing my message and getting clearer on what I'm trying to articulate to people in as quick a manner as I can. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Food hazards holding you back. What is it? You know, a book that was shared with me years ago called Beating the Food Giants by Paul A. Stitt. And believe it or not, I haven't actually read that book yet. It's not even on my shelf ready for me to read. But I did get a summary of the book from a great mentor of mine, Paul Chek. And in that book, Paul A. Stitt did an extensive amount of research. And I believe he was actually one of these guys that worked in the industry that helped with what I'm about to share with you. There's a lot of food science and scientists, and there's a lot of means by which they are learning how to manipulate food, especially refined foods. It's difficult. Well, it's difficult. There's farming techniques now, I guess. But where I'm going with this is especially processed foods. They can manipulate the food in such a way and obviously pump it with ingredients so that you are more satisfied quickly. And you're like, wow, that took me 3 minutes to heat up in a microwave. And I feel as though I've got some nourishment. We'll come back to that in a moment. And it satisfied me for now, but I want something more. And so there's actually a process. There's a part of your brain called apostat. And it actually helps control a little bit your metabolism. It controls your taste response and so forth. So when you're eating and you're getting sugar, for example, coming in, it stimulates the apostat. And what that does is it tells the brain therefore you, to keep eating until nutrition arrives. The problem is when we have this processed food or refined food is the nutrition never technically arrives. We think it is, but it never does. So we eat either till the appestat says, okay, that's good, or we go, oh, that's good. So we got to be cautious. Ultimately, what you're choosing to put in your mouth is exactly that. It's your choice. Nobody is force feeding you anything. You might go out there and start blaming, oh, if they only did this, if they only. Bottom line is, it's you, the consumer, as in purchasing, and you, the consumer, then following through and eating it. I remember years ago, there was one McDonald's. I don't know if there's been more, but this is the one that's always stuck in my mind. It opened up in the UK in an area where they were very health conscious. They clearly didn't do their due diligence before they opened up McDonald's. And it was one of the first to open its doors and close its doors within a very short time frame. Why? Because the local people didn't support it. Why? Because they appreciated what real food was and what good food tastes like, what good food brings. Now, am I going to sit here and say I never have McDonald's? I do, but it's very, very rare throughout the year. It's a treat for the kids. But what I'm striving to do throughout the rest of my time is eat good quality foods, whole foods as much as possible, so that when I do have those treats, or we do have the McDonald's, my body's able to deal with it a lot more radically and quickly and combat any cravings that might kick in or deficiencies that are coming, malnutrition that can arise from it. And so I can deal with it better. Yeah, technically, but it tastes good, it's quick food, and we're on the go, we've been out camping, I had some fun, it's a family get-togethers. That's how I look at it. But a person who's having that on a weekly basis, that's where I'd start to question the necessity for that. Now, food hazards holding you back. I dive into 3 principles in my book which revolve around particular food sources that I believe are the top 3 that you want to either mitigate and reduce or potentially eliminate from your diet. And the reason being, these are the culprits, especially for those people who, sorry, I'm trying something new here. Thanks for your comment, by the way, Elaine. I'm trying to like it, but it's not showing me how I can do that. But essentially what we've got to do is make sure we're getting less of these foods coming in, because these are the foods that are creating a radical change, well, quite literally free radicals in the body, in the blood system, and it's creating all sorts of schisms and responses. It will suppress the immune system if they have too much quantity of those. It will also then stimulate the body when it's trying to rest, so it alters your rest and digest cycles, and you have more increase of what we call fight and flight, adrenal stress. You can't sleep very well. You might have to then depend upon some medications to help you sleep better or digest the foods properly. And so there's a whole cascade of events that can play out just by these 3 food choices. So you're probably thinking, what are the 3 food choices? I'm not going to tell you right now. You've either got to go get my digital book and read this ahead of next week, when I'm going to start revealing step number 10, which is the first of the 3 of food choices that I dive into. And I'll be diving more deeply into what I mean specifically, because I skim the surface in my book, and I do that for brevity, and I do that for you, the reader, so that you can digest this quickly and go, okay, yeah, I got it. Great. I'm going to try that. Boom. Going to try that. Boom. I've designed this book for you, the busy parent in particular, because that's me right now, busy parent, but anybody, and that's most people. We can fill our lives very quickly and become busy in this Western world. So that's why I've written this book and condensed it into 15 steps, because I appreciate people's times, or lack of time, as it seems. So step number 10, join me next week. I will be diving into what that specifically is, learn exactly what the first food hazard, and what I've done is create a bit of a hierarchy. So this is the first of the 3, probably the most important one of the food hazards that are holding you back. What are they holding you back from? Expressing more health, happiness, and vitality, and therefore they are currently potentially going to be irritating the body, creating inflammation in the gut, creating inflammation in the body, creating all forms of stress, tension, and pain. If we are looking and we're serious about mitigating that stress, tension, and pain, come join me next week. Thank you very much. Remember, your muscle health is my number 1 priority. Go get that book. Get the physical copy. It's probably going to be there within a week. Order it today. It's there within 3 or 4 days from Amazon. And then when you join me next Thursday, we'll dive in together on what that first food hazard actually is. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much. Take care. And we'll speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.